All right, joining me now on Inside TBT. He's going to get to rep Butler again this summer. Sean McDermott, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So we were talking briefly before we started recording. You're excited. Your family's excited. I want to ask you, though, when you heard about this opportunity, how quickly were you like, I'm in?
Yeah, I've been asked a couple times to play in the TBT and turned it down. But as soon as I heard the news that Butler was going to have a team, I don't think there was even a thought. I just said yes to it. The idea of playing for Butler again, playing in Hinkle Fieldhouse again was an easy one.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a two-way street. For starters, you get Butler, but then Hinkle Fieldhouse even more. Like, I feel like a lot of people would play TBT if it was just at Hinkle, if there wasn't a Butler team. Can you, talk a little bit about some of your most fondest memories of playing at Hinkle?
Yeah, there's a lot. Kamar Baldwin hitting game winners in there, taking down number one teams in Hinkle. But one thing was that it was always full, always sold out, always very passionate fans in there. So yeah, again, it'll be exciting to play in there. I don't know what the atmosphere will be like, but I'm sure Butler fans getting to see some former Butler players play again, they'll sell it out again.
So obviously, you grew up in Indiana, you went to Butler, you're a Butler guy. I'm sure the legend of Shelvin Mack, Gordon, all those guys, how cool is it going to get to be for you to get to play with Shelvin?
Yeah, it'll be really cool. He was on those national championship teams that we all watched when I was growing up. Never got the chance to play with him, so this will be cool. I mean, we've interacted before, but never been on the court together. So this will be an awesome experience.
So the cool thing about TBT is when we go to these regions, we go to these places, yes, there's players on the court, but there's also a bunch of celebrities who show up, famous Butler alum, former players, current NBA guys. Who are some of the guys that, would excite you to see in the atmosphere at Hinkle this summer?
Yeah, I mean, you just go back to those national championship teams. I think guys on those teams, Gordon Hayward, obviously, Matt Howard. If Brad Stevens was in the stands, that'd make it pretty special. But I mean, really, it's a family atmosphere. So any faces you see that are coming out to support, it's going to be a good time.
So the squad is going to be good. We can't reveal too much, but right now the locked in players are you and Shelvin. That's a good team right there. Of your former teammates, who else would you want to add to that squad? You got you and Shelvin. Who else needs to round out that starting lineup?
Yeah, I think you can't go wrong with Kamar. Uh, Keelan would be another one, another scoring option. There's so many guys: Tyler Weidman, Andrew Travis, Paul Jorgensen, Aaron Thompson. I mean, the list could go on and on. So again, I don't think you can really pick wrong in this situation.
Are you actively recruiting?
I've had conversations with some guys. I know that some are more bought in than others. It's easier for some guys, but we'll keep recruiting until the end.
All right. I just got one last question for you. So, I'm a college basketball fan. I know all about Butler. I don't know as much as you do. What is something about the campus or Hinkle that, the average college basketball fan wouldn't know about, and it's something that they got to come see for themselves?
That's a good question. Um, I think just being in Indiana, it's already a basketball state. But then as soon as you walk into Hinkle, you see the national championship trophies in the trophy case right inside. You see the banners hanging, just the layout of Hinkle Fieldhouse. I think, yeah, it's got to be a bucket list gym for everybody in the country.
I'm personally excited to get out there and take in some of the action. I don't know if you know this, but Coach Mata's Ohio State guys won TBT in 2019. Is there, a little added pressure there for you now that Mata's the Butler coach? You got to make Coach proud. The Ohio State guys did it.
Yeah, they had a really good roster, really good team to do that. Hopefully, we can do the same thing. But yeah, it would be nice to have both of his schools get it done.
I asked Shelvin about making the Elam ending game winner at Hinkle
Yeah,
because I told him if the March Madness had the Elam ending, Butler, probably has a championship because, Hayward's not shooting a half-court shot. He's just coming down the court and hitting the bucket. Are you personally excited to play with the Elam ending? Does it seem like something that you would thrive in?
Yeah, so I've actually played a little bit with it in some programs in the summer in Indy, and it makes the game so much more exciting, so much more intense down the stretch. So yeah, I think it'll be really cool, and we'll give the ball to Shelvin and let him get it done for us.
I mean, I'm just thinking about the Hinkle crowd reacting to you or Shelvin or whoever else ends up being on the team, hitting an Elam ender. Like, I mean, buzzer beaters happen occasionally. Maybe you get one or two a year where it's like walk-off buzzer beater, but you could have potentially 4 games at Hinkle. 4 opportunities to make a game-winning shot. That's got to be exciting for all you guys. Sean, appreciate you coming on. Wishing you luck the rest of your season in Italy. And, I mean, good luck to you and All Good Dawgs this summer.
Thank you very much.
Clocking out early, that's the dish I don't like. Been getting paid since I was riding on the bike. Hit the pedal with the 8th, hopping on the 9th flight. I've been chilling out of sight, I'll be at the bar tonight. Told the bartender, go and take my card to swipe. You try the same thing, but your card get declined. White rappers nowadays, no, we're not too hard to find. I'm so dapper with my ways, I'm gonna linger in your mind. Always told me good things will come to those who are patient, but I've been way too patient, writing bars in my basement. I'm anxious in the real world, it's time for me to say this. The basics, the talent in my mind, I can't waste it. My life is too safe, it's my time for risk taking. I'm baking my mind, every day it's the same-ish. Lazy, my grind needs to get a new facelift. Coming from the underground and busting through the